Hi, everyone. Hey, this is Soares Studios. And I wanted to, first of all, say thank you, everyone, for getting me to 100 subs, actually more than 100 subs. Thank you so much. And I figured just to celebrate my very first live video that I'm trying will be at this 100 subs mark. And this is the special thing that I'm doing. To be quite honest, I should probably be going to bed right now, but I decided to do a stream anyway. And this was completely spontaneous. Um, yeah, if you happen to pop in on my stream, I'm just going to be building this 501st battle pack. So please, ask me any questions you want. I'll be chatting with you just in the live chat section. So yeah, we can talk about anything. I'm just going to be building this and just a couple words to say to everyone. Just once again, uh, thank you. Thank you so much for the 100 subs. I remember starting my YouTube channel in during quarantine, the Lego part of it. And I just remembered, all I wanted was really I just wanted 100 subs. That was the goal. And I didn't think I'd get there this fast. I thought it would take at least a year, but it's been since the beginning of uh, the Lego portion of my YouTube channel. I think it was March or April, probably actually, if I'm being realistic. So that's April, May, June, July, August, and we just entered September. That's 5 months to 100 subs. That's I couldn't have asked for anything better. That's just amazing. I think that's awesome. So if we go past another 5 months, hopefully we get to 200 subs, and that's the new goal, 200 subs. So I'm really excited for the future of my Lego channel and what's going to happen. Once again, you want to ask me any questions? I'm just here to really just chat and build. There's not a lot of, fortunately, there's not a lot of sort of like, I guess it's hard making new friends in Illinois or just anywhere now because of COVID and like social distancing and everything. So just having the feeling of building a set with someone, even though you're all virtually online, gives me it makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm with you all. I'm actually like building it with someone, and that you all are celebrating with me. So thank you once again, 100 subs. So yeah, I'm just gonna start by building, and this is the fourth 501st battle pack that I own and that I'm building. I've got number 5 right over there, right here. So 5 of them for 501st, which means I'm going to end up with what's that? 20 of these 20 troopers, which some of them will be jetpack, and I think that's a pretty good solid army. That's really all I really want is just a good handful of troops. And I'm gonna be honest, I've really never army built before. The only other time I've really army built um, was when Lego came out with those new Phase One clone troopers from episode 2. And that was hard. That was very hard to army build because the battle pack that they came out with, it was regular one, and then they cloned the one with the olive green color. And I looked it up actually. I'm very surprised about this, but the olive green, the markings, that trooper, they labeled him as a commander, which I think is completely wrong because the commander's insignias were yellow. They had yellow design, and Lego labeled him as a commander, and I think that's wrong. But if you wanted to get, oh, there's my phone. If you wanted to get clones, first of all, they came with stud shooter blasters, which was, uh, if you wanted to build your army, you'd have to buy a bulk ton of other blasters to make it look good. And you only got one regular clone in it, and the other one's supposedly a commander. So it wasn't a good battle pack for army building. And the rest of the sets that you could get that I ended up getting were they were really cool, and they came with some really awesome minifigures. But it wasn't a great army building battle pack. This battle pack is just great because you get 4 clones in it, and that's really all you need in a battle pack. Like I didn't like the whole let's have a battle pack and let's have 2 against 2. Let's have like the elite commander and ARF trooper battle pack against the 2 commander droids. Just make a droid battle pack and a clone battle pack, and then if we want someone to fight against them, we'll just buy both of them, and like we'll get money, like twice as much money. I don't think I don't see the issue with that, but I don't know. Maybe Lego's focus groups don't agree, don't like that. I don't know why they wouldn't, but I mean, this battle pack, this one's a bit more perfect because you do get 2 battle droids, but the majority of the battle pack, the reason why you're getting it is because of the clones, the awesome minifigures there. The battle droids are just like extras, and I feel like if you are going to add in the other side to a battle pack, so like if it's a clone-based battle pack or an Imperial-based battle pack or a Rebel-based battle pack or a Separatist-based battle pack or whatever, First Order, Resistance, if you're going to add in people of the other side, make it very low key. Like they just added in 2 battle droids because for the heck of it. Now I think that Lego could have probably added some more droids in somewhere, which I guess the AAT that does a pretty good job at giving us a little bit more droids. And let's just not even get started on how amazing the AAT minifigures are. So. Well, if they gave us a set with more droids, that would have been nice. But a lot of people that I've been finding out, they don't. People can't army collect usually more than one faction. It's very hard to army build like a clone army and an imperial army. Like the people that I know that collect Lego, they only like my friend Michael. He only collects really Imperials, stormtroopers. My friend Liam, he collects clones. He's a Republic guy like me. We don't have people who like, let's collect a droid army and a clone army. I have a lot of Separatist stuff, but that's just because it just happened to turn out that way. The like Separatist stuff would come with Republic sets. So I do understand the whole thing about not wanting to make a separate set that's Separatist because a lot of people, if they have to choose, if I want to build a Separatist army or a Republic army, I'm going to choose the Republic because they're the good guys, and that would just be my mindset. So I totally get why Lego does it. They probably don't sell as well. That's probably why a lot of the Separatist sets cost a lot more money. They're more valuable, like the MTT from 2007. That one that I just got, that's expensive. And the reason why it's expensive is because like there's not a lot of them out there. And the reason why that is because it's a bad guy vehicle. Because people don't usually. Oh, sorry, my allergies. It's been getting worse here. People don't usually collect bad guy ships. So, yeah. If I were to go back though, if I were to recollect stuff, I probably would have tried collecting more separatist ships because there were some pretty cool separatist sets I didn't end up getting, like the separatist cannon. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, Battle of Geonosis. It's just called the Battle of Geonosis. The Luminara and Dooley and Captain Rex and the big separatist cannon. That's a cool set. Not gonna lie, that's a cool set. I wish I got it, but one of the biggest reasons why I didn't get it was because it's separatist, and there were cooler Republic stuff that I had money to spend on, and I just couldn't fit that in my budget. That was the reason, because I wanted the Republic sets more. But where Lego really gets you with buying separatist sets is like, oh, let's throw in some really cool characters. So like in that separatist Battle Geonosis set, we did get a Luminara in Julie. We rarely get Luminara in anything, and we got Captain Rex, which once again, Phase One Captain Rex, only get him in a selected amount of sets too. So they're smart about what figures they put in. That's a huge driving force. A lot of the times, that's the only reason why you get separate sets. The Umbaran, what's it called, MHC cannon or whatever. I don't even remember what it was called, but the Umbaran tank. I know a lot of people who only got that set purely for the gosh, it's a 212. I think it's 212. The 212 trooper because they collect clones. And after I get my police gunship set, the 212 clone is actually going to be the only Phase Two clone that I do not own. The only Phase Two clone in that sort of like style that Lego was doing for a while. It's going to be the only Phase Two clone that I will not have owned. So, am I going to eventually get the Umbaran tank? I don't know. I'm torn between getting the Umbaran tank or just buying that minifigure online. Because now I'll have the other Ahsoka and from the police gunship, so I really don't need that Umbaran tank. And the Umbaran minifigures, they're not anything to write home about, so I wouldn't do that. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Should I get the Umbaran tank or should I not get the Umbaran tank and just get the 212 minifigure? While I look for this piece that is there, it's right here. So yeah, I mean, if I'm collecting clone troopers, I guess I would probably just get the 212th trooper from the Umbaran tank, and that's it. But the Umbaran tank is a cool set. It's not something that I would definitely. It's not high on my list of Lego sets that I missed out on that I want to get, but it's there. It's like it's notably there. Uh, yeah. All right. Let us connect this on. I've built this 4 times and it's not getting old. Like this is just it. This continues to be such an amazing set that I love it. Wait a minute. No, I see. This is continuing to be just an amazing set. Hello from Charles Garrett. How are you? If you guys, yeah, I mean, if you have any questions you'd like me to talk about, I've been talking about right now about the past Separatist sets that Lego has brought out and how a lot of them go for a lot of money because a lot of people don't buy Separatist sets because we focus on clone sets. And that's probably why Lego doesn't come out with certain Separatist sets very rarely, and that they try to stay away from Separatist sets because they don't do well in the, I guess, just in the market. But there's like a couple Separatist sets that I think we all would really enjoy if Lego would make, such as just like a regular Separatist cruiser from the Clone Wars, or maybe even something more simpler like a. I'm not quite sure. What is my favorite Lego theme? All right. Well, my favorite Lego theme is definitely Star Wars. That is, I got into Star Wars before Lego actually, and that's surprising because I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends, they got into Lego super young. Unfortunately, I didn't get into Lego that early. I really wish I did. I actually started getting into Lego around like 8th grade, 7th grade, like very late. And I got this book from the library. I remember this. It was the Star Wars Visual Dictionary with the Lego Darth Vader on the front cover. And I remember finding it in the library, like, oh, what's this? This is Lego. I haven't really heard of Lego before. And I started looking through the book, and I just I start glancing at like the gunship and the Star Destroyer and the Death Star. I'm just like like this exists and I didn't even know about it. So that's sort of when my Lego journey took off. And at the time, I mean, throughout my entire childhood, I just have always been a huge Star Wars fan. And so drove me to what really drove me to really want to collect Lego was because I was a huge Star Wars fan. So it was really more so my love for Star Wars that started me on the journey for Lego. But in the recent years, sort of been evolving. I've been buying sets that not necessarily are Star Wars that I just love because they just look like amazing Lego sets. And some of those sets being like, oh, let me think, the Lego Treehouse over there. I just think is an amazing build. If I had to choose like a second place theme for Lego sets, I really like the Lego Ideas and the Lego Creator theme that they've got going on. That is a really cool. They're just really nice display pieces. They're just really nice to just have around and just sort of connect them together. The only reason why I got the Ninjago City set was because it was pretty much just big modular build, and I really liked that. I really liked that. I really like the modular builds just because it's really cool to see the inner workings and how Lego goes into such detail with such small spaces, which is one of the only reasons why I'm going to get the Lego Harry Potter Diagon Alley, which like that is, I mean, other than the fact that it's an amazing Harry Potter set, it's probably the best Harry Potter set they've come out with so far. I also just like the modular build feeling. I think that's a really fun feeling. So, yeah. Ooh, all right, favorite Star Wars movie. I did a top five uh, Star Wars movie list, and I sort of explained why each movie was my favorite. That's on my channel. I don't remember how long ago I posted that. I think it must have been like, uh, it would probably be easy to find because it's not in the Lego Vlog playlist. It's in my Star Wars commentary playlist. But let me try to think back. My favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi. Uh, and that probably comes to a shocker to a lot of people because the classic favorite of Star Wars is Empire Strikes Back. I like Return of the Jedi because it had the biggest battles, the biggest space battle and the biggest land battle in the original trilogy. And I started watching just the original trilogy for a while. My parents didn't. My parents aren't huge Star Wars fans, so they didn't know. But they never really showed me the prequel trilogy until a little bit later. So I grew up on just the original trilogy movies, and so watching the just the story come to a close, starting off with like Luke Skywalker and him being like the most BA Jedi that you would ever see because the prequels don't exist, so you don't get to see awesome lightsaber fighting. Not saying that there isn't awesome lightsaber fighting in. I just built that wrong. Not saying that there isn't awesome lightsaber fighting in the original trilogy. It's just you have the classic, Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight that's so amazing. But in Return of the Jedi, you get Anakin, he comes back. Wow, you get Luke, he comes back, and he's now a Jedi Knight, and they rescue Han. And then you have this epic battle of Endor in space and a battle of Endor on the moon. And even though there are Ewoks, even though that they exist in the movie, they I don't know, they kind of just added to the joy, in my opinion. Um, and there are some, I mean, just the fight between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and the Death Star, I think is a really cool scene, like a really cool lightsaber duel. Um, you can have all like the cool theatrics, like the Yoda versus Count Dooku fight or whatever in Episode Two. But for me, if a lightsaber battle doesn't like have any emotion behind it, then it really is just cool choreography. So the whole Yoda and Count Dooku fight, although it is cool, I don't feel any connection to it because it is literally just a cool fight. Like that's the surface level that it's at. It's just a cool fight. And so I really like Return of the Jedi just because it kind of just pulls everything together. It's a nice end to the saga, but then we have the sequel trilogy now, and it no longer is a nice close end to the saga, which I guess you could argue that it stopped being the closing force once the books came out, but they were books and not movies, so it kind of was just the close to the movie series. If you just wanted to like binge watch the movies, then there you go, that was it. Let me think. I don't know if you watch my video, I give my top five. I might as well just give my top five now. I just won't go into the reason, which I do in the video that I have posted on my page. But my top five Star Wars movies, starting at five, is oh gosh, Rogue One, Rise of Skywalker, Solo, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. No, yeah, really, Revenge of Sith isn't on there. Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. Revenge of the Sith has kind of outgrown me just ever so slightly. It's really just Return of the Jedi. Yeah, good taste. Good taste. Return of the Jedi is it's just such a classic. Now, Revenge of the Sith, I love watching it, but it's kind of become this meme almost where I'll only watch it because there's just so many awesome places to quote stuff from, and it really just feels like you're watching it to get a solid laugh. And then you're watching it to see the epic duel between Obi-Wan and Anakin, and that's I mean, and the Order 66 scene. But that's really it. And the rest of the movie, you're kind of just like making fun of it as you go along. And it definitely isn't a movie that I would choose to watch if I wasn't with a group of friends. I don't think I'd watch Revenge of the Sith just by myself. That's definitely like a group of friends movie, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Um, yeah. Oh, uh, do I like the Clone Wars? That's such an understatement. I freaking love the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is the best show ever. Friend Lily asked, "What theories do you have about Baby Yoda's existence?" All right, I'm gonna answer the Clone Wars thing first. Do I like the Clone Wars? Yes, I just made a video actually in my Lego vlog. I think it's episode 68 about my top five favorite Clone Wars arcs and the Lego sets that I wish Lego would have made from them. So I pretty much named my top five Clone Wars arcs, and from those arcs by themselves, I say, yeah, if Lego were to make a set from that arc, this is what I would have wanted it to be. I'm not going to go into my top five, but I'll just say my favorite Clone Wars arc ever is the Shadow Collective, which is Revival, Eminence. Forget the other two names of the episodes, but it's the one where Darth Maul and Savage Opress start growing their empire, and it starts off with Hondo, and it's the episode where Satine unfortunately dies. And that's my favorite Clone Wars arc ever. What theories do you have about Baby Yoda's existence? As of right now, there is no, at least in the Star Wars community, there's nothing about. There's really no theory about Baby Yoda's existence. But like, if I were to make my own, I don't think the show itself is gonna really go into that. I think they're moving in a direction that's really interesting because I mean they're bringing in Captain Rex, Ahsoka Tano, Bo-Katan, and Boba Fett. So I really think that this season two is focusing a lot more on the Mandalorian, and I think they're pulling a little bit away from Baby Yoda for season two. Not saying that they won't ever like come back in season three and like go into like sort of like the origin story of where the species has come from, which I mean, Dave Filoni knew when he brought in a baby Yoda. And the reason why we say baby Yoda is because we don't know what the species name is. Like we literally don't know what the species are. And he knew bringing baby Yoda in or the child. Uh, it would just spark our curiosity to no end. And he's been very, very smart about keeping it very much a secret. I think each season almost is going to have like some big secret throughout the entire season and then reveal it at the end. Sort of like we didn't know what Mando's face looked like, except you did. If you looked it up on like, if you looked up the actor on Google Images, then you would know what Mando's face would look like. But if you were just purely just into the show and not looking it up anywhere, the big reveal in the season finale of Mandalorian season one was the fact that we got to see his face finally. And that was really cool. I think season two, they're probably going to do something similar, um, where there's going to be another secret that will eventually that will be sort of just revealed at the end of the show, at the end of the season, sort of like a cool revealer. And I just realized I skipped an entire page. That's fine. So, yes, going back to the Clone Wars though, what makes a good Clone Wars arc for me is there has to be a balance between action, like solid lightsaber fighting, but also like just progression of the storyline or character development. And that's um, probably why Shadow Collective is my favorite Clone Wars arc, because specifically just the scene where Satine is being choked to death by Darth Maul, and Obi-Wan is just standing there watching this happen. And instead of responding to that in hate and anger, which you well know, if Anakin was there, if someone was choking Padme, they'd be dead in a second. He would just force choke them and they'd be gone. But Obi-Wan just stands there and he actually responds to Darth Maul with kindness. And it's like, Obi-Wan, you're so mature. And just Satine dying in his arms and saying that like she loves him. That's just heartbreaking all the time. Other than Star Wars, what other movies franchise do you enjoy? Okay. Uh Franchises. Well, Marvel, Avengers. I love Marvel. I'm a huge Marvel fan. And I can't wait for Black Widow to come out. I was really bummed when it's unfortunate that the pandemic has happened, but one of the biggest things that I was bummed for when it happened is that a lot of these cool movies that were coming out are now all delayed, such as like Quiet Place 2 and the new Mulan movie actually looked pretty good. I was excited to see that. And well, one of them being Black Widow. And yeah, I'm a huge Avengers, a huge Marvel fan. Um, I really can't wait for Spider-Man 3. I really want to see what they're going to do with that, just because of how big of a cliffhanger they left it off on Spider-Man Far From Home. I like Harry Potter. This was actually something I was thinking about yesterday. I haven't seen the Harry Potter movies in a hot minute, and if I'm going to get the Diagon Alley set, I should probably rewatch them just so I can like um, brush up on my Harry Potter knowledge. That's definitely not a movie franchise that I know a lot of lore about. Like it's pretty much just the main storyline that I know about. And I've read like, was it The Cursed Child, the play that J.K. Rowling wrote and published in book form, but that's really the farthest I've gone with like expanded universe stuff in Harry Potter. I really like Lord of the Rings. That is a really awesome movie franchise. Hobbits were okay. Lord of the Rings is a lot better, in my opinion. Those were just, I don't know. Lord of the Rings is just a really awesome movie, and I think that it also is it's a little bit overlooked nowadays. I don't think a lot of people watch Lord of the Rings as much as they should because it's a great. Oh gosh, 1 second. I need to stop talking. I need to focus on this sticker. All right, there we go. I think more people should watch Lord of the Rings because it's a very solid uh, movie saga with some also really great lines in it. Hello, Brick Pigeon. Happy that you could join us. So if you missed my little intro spiel, I'm just doing this live stream to celebrate over 100 subs. So I'm just really thankful for all of you for subscribing, and yeah, just thank you for getting me to my goal of 100 plus subs, because at the beginning of this pandemic, I definitely did not think I would reach 100 subs within this amount of time, which I think it's only been like 5 months, which I think is absolutely insane to think about that. Um, yeah, I just think that's absolutely insane that I got to over 100 subs in the course of 5 months. But I guess I mean, one of the only things that I could do during quarantine, not being around people, was watch YouTube. So I guess this would have been the time to start a YouTube channel and get people watching. And I'm very happy that, yeah, I'm just happy that you've all subscribed and that you're enjoying my content. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Should do a video series where you try to build some small Lego sets without instructions. I've actually thought about doing that, and I had the perfect Lego kit at home that I could have done that with. Um, Actually, I was thinking about doing a video where like I take just pieces around here, just because I was unable to fit a lot of my Lego from New York when I was traveling to Illinois for grad school. And I was thinking about taking just like pieces from such as like the 501st Battle Pack and trying to build just random stuff out of the pieces given to me. One of the things that me and my friends do is that we get like those huge bins of just Lego bricks. Um, that's just like multicolored Lego bricks and like different shapes and whatnot. And we just pour them out on the table. Then we say, okay, whoever can build the best tree in like 5 minutes will win. And then we'll just go at it and we'll try to build a tree in 5 minutes. And it's a lot harder than it sounds, but it's a super fun time. So thinking maybe I could do something like that on the Lego channel. Maybe have a live stream and um, people can just chat in what they would want me to build and see how long it would take me, or give me a timer and see how fast it takes me to fail at building that. Because probably there's probably a lot of stuff out there that I would not be able to build well, and I would definitely fail at building. Um, yeah, every single time I build this 501st Battle Pack, this just never gets old. This is just such a great set, and I don't even care that I have five of them. Just it doesn't get old. I can definitely think of a couple Star Wars sets. If I got like multiples of, I would definitely get bored of building it super quickly. Like I just would not want to build another one. There are a couple sets that are really awesome sets that I have really high up on my list of like these are some of the best Star Wars Lego sets ever that I would just never want to build again, just because the building process was just very tiring and uh, a little bit a little bit boring. One of them being the UCS ISD. Great set, but it just is. Oh my gosh, there's just so many gray pieces. It gets boring and very tedious after a while, unfortunately, which is to be expected from a UCS set. I mean, UCS sets are, mainly just for design and detail and getting it right versus a, a fun and enjoyable build. Let's see if I can get this sticker on. All right, there we are. And I might as well just get the other sticker on right now while I'm thinking about it. How many Lego sets did you/were you able to bring with you to Illinois? That's a really good question. So the thing is, I brought ones that were already built. I only brought like, let's see, I have well, for example, I have the Han Solo, the Krellian Speeder on my desk, just because this is one of my favorite sets ever. Because I love Han and Kara. I love the movie Solo, that was just a really awesome movie. And this is probably one of just the cleaner sets. It's just small and simple, and my favorite color is dark blue. So it's a dark blue speeder. So it was just I just had to get it. So that's one of the sets that I brought. I brought like a Christmas tree because I'm not gonna get a Christmas tree here for Christmas time. So I'm just gonna have a Lego Christmas tree because that yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Um, Sets that I brought that were like packaged, and I was purposefully saving to build here versus build back at home. One of those sets was the is the Lego Treehouse set, the Lego Ideas Treehouse. I'm very happy that I decided to wait and save that and build it here because that was a time. Some other sets that I bought on the way. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a lot of sets with me because I knew that I would be buying a lot of Lego sets on the way down here, and I probably would be buying a lot of Lego sets just here in general. So, sets that I bought on the way down, though, I bought the Lego AT-AT Walker. The I was only able to get my hand on one of these originally, so one 501st Battle Pack. I was able to snag the Lego AAT, the one with the Ahsoka Tano. And let's see what else. After I got down here, I went searching more. I got 4 more 501st Battle Packs, and then I picked up Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, and I got a lot of the Harry Potter minifig 2 series. Gosh, my phone keeps on going off. Minifig 2 series, and that's pretty much it. I've I've found out that all of unfortunately, the Lego Bespin dual sets are like all sold out on Lego. I have a very bad feeling that they're not going to restock them. I feel like, it was going to be for that main event, and Lego was like, okay, we can just sell them online and get rid of them. I really don't think that they like mass produce them more. I don't think that's what happened, unfortunately. So I was looking for a place where I could potentially get that set, and Target has them, but you have to be a red card member in order to buy it. So yeah, you bet. I just instantly applied for a red card membership, and hopefully I'll get it in time before those are out at Target. So that red card membership is probably going to come in the mail. Um, oh, let me think. It's like a week. Honestly, any day now. It should come any day now. But I mean, the whole thing with the postal service being slow, and I don't know what's going on with that anymore. So hopefully it gets here soon so I can activate my card, quickly order a Bespin dual set, and get it shipped here. And there's a couple more. There's a couple more sets that I was not planning on getting, but I ended up buying anyway for who knows what reason. And this video is gonna be coming out soon. Right when I get it, I accidentally sent this set actually to my home address in New York, so I forgot, like an idiot, to change my address to the one here in Illinois versus the one in New York. But the set that I bought that I was not expecting to buy uh, at all, like this year or really any year, like this soon, just was not in the realm of possibility in my head. The set that I decided to get was the Lego Police gunship, the Coruscant gunship, the Star Wars set that came out in 2014, and I bought it new, sealed in the box. Not a not a not a good idea. I don't even know what happened there. Actually, I do know what happened there. And when I get that set, I'll explain the story when I get that set. But I bought it new, sealed in the box, and that set does not come cheap because it has shock troopers in it, and everyone loves shock troopers. And I found out actually that the Anakin Skywalker that comes in the set, it's actually an exclusive Anakin. I think like the legs are different or something weird. So that made me feel a little bit better that I'd have a exclusive Anakin. And I actually don't have that version of Ahsoka because she only came in that set plus the Umbaran tank, and I did not get the Umbaran tank as stated before. So yeah, I'm very happy that the 4 minifigures that come in the set I don't have. So at least I'm getting minifigures that I don't have, and that that helps me. That helps me sleep at night. Fortunately, my bank account, my wallet is not happy with me right now. But I just got my gas and electric bill, and it was actually it's actually surprisingly low. It was only like $18.11. So I mean, I think I'm fine. Uh, that's a pretty solid gas and electric bill. So I'm happy about that. However, there's been some other like unforeseen financial stuff that I've had to do. Oh my gosh, my phone. I'm gonna turn this off. Oh, Rick Pigeon says I just modded my AAT a lot. Hope to mod it more. Did you fix the problem with the gun being too long? Is that what you did? Because I definitely need to I definitely need to edit the gun on my AAT so that it's more accurate. And I need to shrink the head on top because that's also like super oversized. Hope to mod it more. Yeah, I was legit your 100th sub. So your 99 was like, help a bro out. Thank you, Kieran. I remember that I got a notification that you subscribed to my channel, and I checked it out. It was at 100. I was like, yo, my Kieran, way to help a bro out. Thank you, man. That's really awesome of you. And now you will forever be a 100 subscriber. So thank you. Yeah. Um, I just, mm, I was gonna make a video trying to take the pieces from the ATRT Walker and make the ATRT Walker like minifig scale. And unfortunately, it just I tried playing it around with it and I got it where it was minifig scale. It just looked awful, unfortunately. So I did not decide to post any pictures because it was just bad. Maybe I'll play around with it a little bit more. But yeah, man, these clones are awesome. I made the whole top thinner and I made the shorter. I flipped the small turrets and added a few details. I want to make the bottom extend in the back more. Yeah, the bottom does need to extend in the back more. It's I mean, yeah, no, it does. Yeah, there's a lot of problems. Let me just grab mine. Uh, I have a little rocket dude on here flying at it to attack it. But yeah, it's if you look at it like oh, let me take this guy up. If you look at it from the front and get this perspective, you can almost not tell that there's anything wrong with it. I mean, this part right here is very wide, but it almost looks perfectly fine if you look at it like head on. Once when you turn it, it's just all the proportions instantly go to crap. um, and yeah, this needs to come back more. As I said in my build review, though, in the AAT, I think like if I was a kid and I just wanted to have an AAT, like if I just wanted one to play around with, I would absolutely love this. And I don't think if I was like in middle school, elementary school, something like that, I wouldn't probably notice that the proportions are off, and I probably would just be obsessed over the fact that oh my gosh, this has such a huge cannon. Like that's awesome, and then I play around and just like shoot clones and stuff. But that's probably what I think about. But us being, more grown up and um, a bit more nitpicky when it comes to details, this annoys us. But I think if I was like elementary school, like that adolescent age, I don't think this would bother me as much. I was your 75th sub somewhere around there. A 75 subs was actually, I feel like that was like last week. It probably was 2 weeks ago, but I feel like 75 subs wasn't that long ago. I was really excited that I just started to gain a whole crap ton more subs. That was great. It was an honor, man. I had 2 or 3 Lego channels when I was 10 years old. I'm now 21. And I look back and watch my old videos when I was a kid. I remember my first ever set was the 2010 Turbo Tank. That was my third Star Wars Lego set. That clone turbo tank, oh, that was so good. Lego has this weird thing where the middle set is the best set because you have like the first clone turbo tank, which I have that too. That one's a pretty, I mean, that's a good first clone turbo tank, especially for the pieces that Lego had at the time. That was really cool. Then they came out with that one. They just threw all the minifigs in there. Anakin, Ahsoka, you got an Aayla Secura for the first time ever. Cad Bane, like, oh my gosh, Cad Bane, you got a clone trooper in there. And that was just the best clone turbo tank. And then they downsized the new one that they have with Commander Gree. They just downsized it. It was such an insult. I didn't buy it. I kind of wish I bought it now because I don't know, just to compare it and stuff. But I didn't end up buying it because I was so insulted. Same with like the MTT. The first MTT, oh my gosh, it looks like it looks so awful. And then the one in 2007, that's like the behemoth, the beauty, the amazing, this is just the cream of the crop. And then they were like, oh, Lego's making a new MTT in 2017. Oh, that's so cool. I hope it's like just as good as the one in 2007. And then they come out with it, and you're like, oh, when you open it up, the droid's already standing up. You can only really fit like four in there. It comes with, I mean, it comes with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn, and like I think it came with Captain Panaka or something. But it was just that also felt like an insult. Like, you know that we've been wanting a remake of this MTT, and you give us this downsized crap. Sort of like, it's a little bit like this. I mean, the very first AAT, Lego did what they could with the books that they had. Then the Clone Wars AAT came out, the blue one with Yoda, and that was just such an amazing set. It was beautiful. And then they came out with the other one, which was just a small mini version of the Trade Federation MTT, and it had Jar Jar Binks. It was like, what even is this? And then we were hoping the AAT this year. I mean, well, once we found out it was only going to be $40, there was only so much hope. And then we got this, which the minifigures kind of was their saving grace, and that was it. You, along with a few other YouTubers, reignited my love for Lego recently. I've kind of gone on a crazy buying spree. Dude, splurging on Lego, it's probably the most polarized feelings that you could have, just like I could have bought such other actual essential stuff for me with this money. Then on the other hand, it's like I have all this great Lego to build, and I feel like I'm 10 again, and I forget that I'm an adult now, and I can have fun, and I can just kind of go back. I think honestly, the reason why a lot of people buy Lego, it's the reason to time travel. Like, I just want to go back in time and relive my childhood, to just simpler times and escape the present day and how life sucks because I have to pay bills and have to do adult stuff now. Just remember the times where like my mom could just give me a Lego set for my birthday, and the only thing on my plate that day was just to build a Lego set. Like, I didn't have all these other responsibilities. Like, it was just to build a Lego set. It feels so great. Your channel is growing a lot. Thank you, Big Bridget, and I hope it continues to grow. My main passion are cars, so I had to get the Lego Technic Lamborghinis. Yep, Lego Technic cars are getting so good. They're being so well made. Can't wait to build it tomorrow. It was as disappointing as the downsize with the Sandcrawler. Yeah, the Sandcrawler, that was so weird. They came out with a UCS Sandcrawler. Then, like, literally a couple years later, they came out with another Sandcrawler. That was, I guess, so that if you didn't get the UCS, if you didn't have the money, you could get it now. I don't know. It was, I guess, it's just for a different set of people who are buying Lego. I'm from the UK, and I'm a second-year law student. Oh, wow, good for you, university. But I know I'll never let go from my childhood. I'm legit still a child, still a kid inside, if you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah. I feel that a lot. I feel like I'm a kid. I feel like I'm still a kid inside. I mean, heck, whenever I buy a Lego set, I feel like a kid. Whenever I buy a Lego set, I never feel like an adult. Even when I buy technical sets that are hard to build, such as like maybe like the Taj Mahal. If I were to buy the Taj Mahal, I would still feel like a kid, just like a more mature kid who can now build the Taj Mahal. But I still feel like a kid. Um, and actually, I met this guy here on campus, and he was asking me like, "What do you like to do for fun?" And I said, "I like to collect Lego." He's like, "Huh, that's cool. I didn't know that adults like bought Lego." He's like, what do you do with it? I'm like, well, I mean, a lot. Actually, I feel like I don't just collect Lego. There's a lot of stuff I do with Lego that I feel like a lot of other people don't. One of which is this really awesome Lego game that me and my friends came up with. Me, my friend Michael, who's a huge Lego collector, my friend Liam, also a huge Lego collector. We all got together over Christmas break, and we all brought our Star Wars Lego sets over to our friend Michael's house. So we had this massive Republic army between me and my friend Liam, and then my friend Michael, he had like massive Imperial army, and our friend uh, Richard and Travis, they were there too. They brought some of their Lego. They're not as big Lego collectors as we are, so they contributed a little bit. But we came up with this really awesome game where uh, you just had all these different goals and stuff, and you started with a certain amount of units. So we had like the AT-AT Walker was worth 8 units, and so we like had to price out each set, sort of, how you would buy it, what's the usage, the firing power, the range. We actually taped grids all across the kitchen floor, like so his entire kitchen and breezeway had taped lines all across the floor. It was the best it was the best thing ever. And we would just start yeah, we would have starting units, and we had to go out and we had to like salvage these like crashed ships that we had. So we brought a lot of his old Lego down and just sort of piled it on these grids. If you brought back salvage, you could turn it in for money. The money that you got from the salvage, you could then use to buy more units. However, we did have a unit cap. So you could only have a certain amount of units on the field, but you could have units in reinforcements. You could still buy units, you just couldn't have all of them out. So we had to label all that. There was like, we used the Apocalypseburg thing from the Lego movie, and we used that as sort of like an outpost in the middle, that if you captured it, you got a certain amount of money, you could produce units there. It was sort of like an outpost. And then we had like his father, he loves Lego, so he brought out his Ninjago collection. He was sort of like the computer, the AI, and the goal of the game was to take over the AI's base, but you're also fighting each other at the same time. We split into two teams, and the AI is coming out. The AI is fighting you, and it was such a fun game. I was on the Imperial side, and I was using this ability that we created where you could hold stormtroopers in an AT Walker, which that makes sense because you actually can. And if they were to shoot down my AT-AT Walker, like the turn right before they would kill it, I deploy the troops out. So if they shot down the AT-AT Walker, then my troops would be there in that grid already. I'd salvage it, bring it back, get some extra money, and then buy another AT-AT Walker. So we had to sort of edit the rules as we went. So we went where the salvage was only half the price of what it originally was. Oh, I'm missing a lot of comics. I'm sorry. I'm visiting family here in Mexico right now. Oh, wow, Mexico. That is a huge journey from the UK. I return in 2 weeks back home, but no joke, I'll have to send you a picture of something I made. Yeah, dude, definitely send me a picture. At the end of all my YouTube videos, I have my Instagram profile, like username thing up there. So like follow me, send me something, direct message me that picture. I'd be happy to see it. The conversion rate of pounds to Mexico pesos Lego is about 40% cheaper in Mexico. So I took all my clothes out of my suitcase. Yes. Oh my gosh. Pro game strats right there. This guy is a pro gamer. That is amazing. I got like 2,000 1x2 gray tiles from Pick a Brick. Yeah, so actually, Pick a Brick, you can't actually pick your bricks now in the Lego store because COVID. So they have to pick bricks for you. So obviously, the people like us who go to Pick a Brick and we like methodically, mathematically plan out how are we going to get the maximum amount of bricks. We stack them, we pile them together. The Lego employees, they're just pouring them into the cup. You're probably getting like around 50% of what you could actually get. That's not even like an understatement. That's not even an overstatement. You're probably getting 50% Lego for Pick a Brick. However, some Lego stores, the Lego store I was closest to, my home Lego store, they do this thing where they understand that you could get more Lego if you did it yourself. So what they do, they fill up the cup, they put the top on, they put it in the bag, and then they just do one extra scoop and put the extra Lego in the Lego bag with the Pick a Brick cup. So you actually, my friend Michael, he measured everything out. Like he tried it with stacking it in a pick-a-brick cup and then just pouring it in and then just doing another scoopful into the bag. You're actually getting more if your Lego store is giving you an extra free scoop. You're getting more that way than if you were to stack. It's not a lot, but like it is technically more. And hopefully your Lego store is doing that. So if you do want to get pick-a-brick, hopefully they're giving you the extra spoonful in the bag. And filled my entire suitcase with about 15 Lego sets. Dude, what were the Lego sets? What were the Lego sets that you got? I'm really curious. Tiles you can't rely to do that much. Yeah, yeah, that's really true. Because they're tiles. You can't stack tiles. But hopefully, yeah. Yeah. What sort of you making a mock or something with those tiles? Like, what was the reason why you got 2,000 gray tiles? um, Man, I haven't been to Pick-a-Brick in forever just because of COVID, and I like having to be able to pick out the bricks myself. Mocks and future mocks. Yeah, that's a good reason. I was thinking, actually, I have this little corner in my apartment, and I was thinking about buying sort of like just like a cheap table or something, and possibly working on a mock there. I'd have to go out and buy a table. Then I definitely would buy a couple more of these base plates, so I could just sort of layer the table with it. I haven't really, yeah. I mean, also I'd probably would go home and grab the bulk of my just spare Lego pieces so I could actually work on stuff, which I probably am going to do next time I go home, which unfortunately is probably going to be Christmas just because it's so far away and I don't get. Actually, do I get Thanksgiving off for my job here? I don't know if I get Thanksgiving off. Huh. It might be Christmas. Yeah. I'm gonna miss Mocktober. Unfortunately, Mocktober is going to be missed again this year. But hopefully the new year, sort of like new resolution, new year, new channel. I'll be doing hopefully a mock series where I could be working on something. And yeah, let's see. We got mocks and maybe a big Coruscant. Hmm. That'd be interesting. You're a gamer, so what platform and what are your go-to games? Yes, I'm a gamer. Here, I do not have an Xbox or PlayStation. I have my laptop, which is an Omen PC, so I got it because I game on my laptop. And I have Steam, so I use Steam. And the games that I've usually been playing right now to stay in contact with friends from like back home, we've been playing a lot of Civ 5. I really like Civ 5. Civ 5 is amazing, except you need like the two expansions in order to make it worth it. There's games like Stellaris, uh, one of the best Star Wars games I've ever played. Actually, I've also been playing Battlefront, the OG Battlefront 2 on Steam a lot, which is such a throwback. The best Star Wars game on Steam, in my opinion, is Star Wars Empire at War: Forces of Corruption. It's a really fun, real-time game, and pretty much you just try to take over the galaxy. But it's fun when you play with friends from online because then you can play against each other, you can do skirmishes against each other, you can do skirmishes together against the AI. You can actually play with other people online. So Empire at War, I'm just gonna plug that game right now. It's amazing. And what makes it even better is the workshops. So many people make so many mods and different mods for the game where you can just subscribe, copy it into the launch options, and now boom, it's no longer Star Wars Empire at War. It's now Star Wars Republic at War. Or one of my favorite mods ever is Star Wars Thrawn's Revenge. They have an entire Thrawn's Revenge mod, and that just has the coolest ships. Some of the mods get super deep into like the gameplay. Like the vanilla game, there's not a lot of like. I mean, it's fun strategic wise and all that, but there's not a lot of like reality to it. There are some mods that get so deep into it where when like if you buy a space station, it like takes a certain amount of income out. And if you upgrade the space station, it takes more income out because you have to like feed your troops. You have to pay people to man the station. And so in the vanilla game, you don't lose money ever unless you like lose mines. Like if you lose planets, then you're going to lose income. But you can build as much stuff as you want. You won't lose money every week. So this game, you lose money a lot. So you have to balance your finances. You have to have like, I just dedicate worlds, honestly, to just building credit mines and credit unions so that I can just have a massive flow of income. PS4, PS4, good gaming console, very good gaming console. I wish I had. I don't have the TV here. I literally use my laptop for everything. Just because it's new and it's a pretty good laptop. It's doing its job. So I'm very happy with it. And Brick Pigeon. Yeah, yeah, very much so. All right, actually, I'm very tempted just to build my final 501st Battle Pack because I have one left, and I don't know, or I could wait. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I build my final 501st Battle Pack right now, or should I save it for a later date? Full sended. All right, Kieran's is full sended. What does everyone else say? These guys over here. If Kieran's the only one who's going to say full send it, then I'm just going to start building it. If no one else has any other input or whatnot. You know what? Actually, I wonder how much of this battle pack I could build from memory. Please just do it. All right, do it. We know what happens when you tell a Star Wars fan to do it. They cut the head off of their enemy. All right, I'm going to see how much of this I can build from memory, and we're going to see how it turns out. And if I forget, I'm going to make it up. So there you go. Real test of, here's the real test of Lego. What time is it? Central Standard Time. Instruction booklet. I will not be needing you. Hopefully I will not be needing you. I probably will. There's no way I'm going to build it. Actually, try to think. Am I going to remember how to build the ATRT Walker more than the BART Speeder, or the other way around? I think I will build them simultaneously. So if I get a mental roadblock on one of them, then I'll have something else to sort of chew on and try to figure out. So I'm going to open the BART Speeder bike over here on this half of the base plate. And then I'm going to open the ATRT Walker on this half, and hopefully not get the pieces mixed together. And if you do, that's fine. What are you saying? Say, what was your first battle pack? Mine was the Clone Battle Pack with the 2 Bomb Squad Troopers. I wish I got more of those purely because of the ARC Trooper. Be right back. I gotta go take a nice warm relaxing, soothe, and shower. Yeah, I might do a giveaway soon, so if you want to look out for that, I'll be looking out for that description. So my first battle pack. Actually, fun fact: this is actually my first Lego Star Wars set that started off my collection. Now, the very first Lego Star Wars set that I ever got was one that I don't have anymore, and I don't know what happened to it, but it was when I was super little and didn't even really know the importance of Lego. So the very first Star Wars Lego set I ever got was the original Yoda versus Count Dooku duel. The one with the crude Yoda, the crude Count Dooku. He had his sort of like this sand blue speeder with like sort of like this crane thing stand that was just there. I feel like Lego just added it there just to add it. I don't really count that though as my first one because I don't have it anymore. I didn't save it. I wasn't collecting Lego. It was really just something that my parents had, I guess. So my very first Star Wars Lego set to start my collection was a battle pack, and my friend Walter gave it to me, and it was the Snow Trooper battle pack back in 2009, 2010, one of those years. I think it's 2010. First battle pack ever, Snow Trooper battle pack. Solid battle pack. Came with the 2 2 Snow Troopers. Have I been saying Stormtroopers this entire time? Oh my goodness. It came with Snow Troopers, 2 Snow Troopers, a AT-AT pilot, Did it come with 3 snowtroopers? Did it come with an officer? I bet it probably came with an officer. Yeah, I it was just a really cool. It was a really cool. It was a really cool set, and that was just a really nice way to start off my journey with Lego. And I think he knew that, so he just kind of gave me that set. And then for Christmas, because he gave me that, he gave that to me for Christmas back in 2010. Uh, for Christmas, I got that year the Republic Dropship and AT-OT Walker, my all-time favorite set still. And then I also got the Clone Turbo Tank, the 2010 Clone Turbo Tank that year. So that was a really solid Christmas, really solid way to start off my Lego collecting. And then it kind of just went from there. All right, wait. No, I remember. What's next? Yes. Oh, these go here. Oh, okay. This is all coming together. Okay, I'm gonna try to read comments and also think and picture what the instruction booklet looks like. All right, what else? No, nothing yet. Okay, I can just keep talking. I can just keep talking about um, clone battle packs. My all-time favorite clone battle pack, though, I mean, I guess it's this one. So yeah, 501st battle pack. It's just OG. Okay, I know that this goes here. I think, or does it go? Shoot. No, this goes here. This goes here, and then I think I want to say a stud goes here. Flip it upside down. There's a, this goes here at the bottom, and something else happens on top. Yes, these pieces go on top. Okay. Yeah. Trying to think. Trying to think. If you guys have any more questions, then that might actually help me. Actually, I don't even know how that would help me. You know what? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Huh. Okay. This. Oh. Right. Where is it? Where's the circle pieces? Here they are. That's right. These go here like this. Right. I'm doing better than I expected, honestly. These go on here like so. And now I don't have a darn clue, so I'm going to start the Barks Scooter bike, which I think started with this. So, nope, starts with this. Good way to start it off. Wow. I'm trying to think. My favorite, yeah, my favorite Star Wars Lego set would be the Dropship and AT-OT Walker. Yeah. That was the first set that I instantly fell in love with, and I was just like, this is the set. This is the chosen one. Ah, you've got to be kidding me. All right. Where is it? Opinion on the Mandalorian TV show and the sets that have been released so far. Mandalorian TV show. Mandalorian TV show is. I think that it's a good. I think that's a good show. I like that Lego is. Wow, Lego. I like that Disney is added to the repertoire of 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 um, of shows. I think that that's great that they're added to that repertoire list. They have a lot of, just for like an example, I mean, they have the Clone Wars, they have Rebels, they have Resistance. Now they have the Mandalorian. They're coming out with a Bad Batch show. The Obi-Wan show, even though it's going to be only just one season, it's still going to be a show, and it's just going to give us more variety. Like, oh, what other Lego like, wow, why do I keep on saying Lego? I'm just on my mind's on Lego. What other Star Wars stuff do we want to just see? And it's I don't know. I like it. I like the show. I think that it's going in a very cool direction, and I like that it's the first live action Star Wars TV show that we've gotten, and I'm impressed um, with how well that they've been doing it. And I like that they're not using CGI; they're using something called a was it like they're using that 360 screen. Apparently, it's cheaper. It just looks better, and it's better for that smaller production that they're doing with. And I think that the storyline that they've got going is a very solid one. And I am forgetting what comes next. I think that the storyline is great, and I think that all right, it's this weird little thing that I definitely don't know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna make it up as I go along. The sets that have come out. So we have what the Mandalorian Battle Pack, we have the AT-ST Raider, and the Razor Crest. Which the Razor Crest I pre-ordered, and that should be coming, God willing, September 12th. Hopefully earlier. I don't think it'd be earlier. Gosh darn it! I don't remember what it what connects under this. I don't remember. But Razor Crest looks absolutely amazing. I haven't watched a review on it yet. I'm planning on watching SolidWorks Studios review on it very soon. Uh, I mean, it's not going to change my mind. I pre-ordered it, and I know it's going to be amazing. And I've actually prepared for it. What is it? Here it is. My friend Luke, he got me some really cool guns. Why do I have a DC? Whatever. I don't know. He got me a couple guns that are going to go with the set well. He got me the Mandalorian gun. This is from Brick Arms. So yeah, that is. I'm going to give that to the Mandalorian because the brick build gun that they give him is awful. And he also gave me the Mandalorian's pistol, and on top of that, gave me, because the Scout Trooper is coming in it, he gave me a small Scout Trooper pistol as well. So I'm really excited to give those minifigures these guns, and I probably will buy maybe on Brick Arms an IG 11. It's IG 11. His pistols and everything. So really solid set so far. I hope they keep on making more Mandalorian TV show sets. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Yes. My favorite Star Wars movie. So I did answer this before, but if you weren't here, that was fine. That's fine. I'm also completely forgetting how to do this, so I might just I might just stop. I'm gonna build these minifigures. So I actually made a video a while back. You can go on my YouTube page and go underneath my Star Wars commentary playlist. It should be like top 5 Star Wars movies. I'll tell you my favorite one though. My favorite movie, my favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi, just because I grew up. My family was very, very much not like Star Wars fans, but they understood that the original trilogy of Star Wars is sort of like movies that you'd have to watch. There's just a list of movies out there that everyone should see, just because they're objectively good and they're objectively classics. One of them is the Star Wars original trilogy. I would not say the same for the prequels. I would just say that for the original trilogy. So I grew up on the original trilogy for a very long time. So it holds a very nice place, a nostalgic place in my heart. I like Return of the Jedi better than any of the other movies because it's a great closer to the story. To the original trilogy is a great closure. It had the best lightsaber battle ever in it. It had the biggest space and land battle that we've ever seen in Star Wars. I was just like that. This is amazing. And it showed the Emperor. It brought the story together so well. And it was just a couple of things that like, oh my gosh, Leia is Luke's sister, which was kind of hinted at in the 5th movie, but I didn't catch on to that because I was a kid. And what else? Yeah, even though the Ewoks are in it, I still like it as my favorite movie, and I think it just has. I think the characters, you really see how the characters have grown since the original, since A New Hope, and that is my favorite Star Wars movie ever. You should definitely check out my video though on the top five Star Wars movies, and I go into depth why. I might as well just say my top five. I'm not going to go into why, but I will say what my top five Star Wars movies are. Number five, going up to one, is going to be what was it? Rogue One, Rise of Skywalker, Solo, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Number six is Revenge of the Sith. And the reason why Revenge of the Sith is number six and not um, like in the top five is because the more I watch Revenge of the Sith, the more I realize how much of a meme it is. Like I really just watch Revenge of the Sith to laugh with my friends, to quote lines, to just laugh about it. It's just a one big meme movie, and I love it for that. Except I would never watch Revenge of the Sith alone. It's definitely one of those movies I feel like it's a movie that you watch with other people. Now, there are a couple scenes in it where I think are just absolute gold, such as the Order 66 scene, Anakin versus Obi-Wan duel. Those are just objectively good scenes, and I will always love them. And we gave this clone trooper the wrong gun. Return of the Jedi is my second favorite. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. Be sure to check out the video. Awesome, thanks, man. Yeah, I have huge respect for people in which Revenge of the Sith is their favorite. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's a great Star Wars movie. For me personally, where I'm at right now, I see it more as a meme uh, than a movie, and that's probably because of just the culture. And why is this not making sense? This definitely goes like this. There's okay. Oh, maybe it just goes on like that. I'm probably doing this so wrong. I'm probably going to have to take this apart, but I don't care because I want to see how far I can get, even if it looks bad. How does this? Oh, oh. Okay, wait. Okay, we're we're getting somewhere. I remember this part. I think this goes like this, and then something goes on top. The question is, what goes on top? I think these things, and then I don't think I put anything on it. Is that the right height? Is this the right height? Oh no. Oh, wait. That's right. I have to put these on. No, wait. This goes on the other way. Put this on like this. Man, one thing I love about Illinois is that there's like absolutely zero mosquitoes. It's literally just grasshoppers everywhere. It's just grasshoppers. One thing I hate about Illinois is that it's really killing my allergies. Oh gosh. Okay. Yes, this is how this went. And this goes on like that somehow. Right. You know what? I'm gonna put the stickers on because I know which pieces have stickers and how they go on. So I'm gonna give my mind a rest. Do stickers. I'm absolutely 100% lost on the ATRT walker. Actually, I could probably do the feet and the legs for the walker. Yeah, I think I'll do that. New comments. All right, man. I'm gonna call it night. Got an early morning tomorrow. It was a pleasant surprise to stumble across your channel today. You have a good thing going on here. Adios. Man, thank you once again. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for getting me to 100 subs. And that was, yeah, like, rock on. Yeah, keep buying Lego. Please let me know eventually what those 15 Lego sets were. That's insane. That's an insane haul, especially from that's commitment. Um, Buying all those from Mexico, bringing them back. So you have a great night, man. Um, have a good one. And this sticker, okay, I need to stop talking. This is not going well. All right, it went up pretty well. Which of the newer Star Wars films had the best in-theater experience for you? If we are saying newer, I'm assuming it means movies made by Disney. If that is the definition that we were going with, I'm gonna say Rogue One had the best experience for me. Oh, is that right? Interesting. All right. Um, yeah, sorry. Rogue One had the best in-theater experience for me. I went to go see with my friends at college, my freshman year, and I remember the scene where the Hammerhead just starts pushing the Star Destroyer into the other Star Destroyer. We had like pretty much the theater to ourselves. I don't know how. It was like we went like the day before opening night. I don't know why there weren't more people there. It was yeah, it was great. And uh, I just remember when that scene happened, we just all started cheering. That movie was just a roller coaster within itself all the way through. It was intense. It was a great movie. I loved it, and it's one of my that's why it's in my top five. It's just I think it's objectively one of the best Star Wars movies ever. And I think the reason why it is a good Star Wars movie is because the reason why Rogue One's a great Star Wars movie, the reason why Solo is a great Star Wars movie is because it's made by people who like Star Wars. It's made by fans. There are people, but like, you come up with the sequel trilogy and the movie critics hail it as great movies because you have like J.J. Abrams and Ryan Johnson who don't make Star Wars stuff. They make movies. They make good cinematography. And so the critics obviously are going to praise those movies because it's good movies. It's not good Star Wars films though. And we have Brick Pigeon back. A So yeah, best theater experience, Rogue One. Probably another good, actually, surprisingly, another good Star Wars theater experience that I've experienced was probably Rise of Skywalker. There were a couple of scenes in there that um, got me on edge, and yeah, just I really liked it, and it was albeit there were a lot of errors in it, but nothing can be perfect. So, uh, yeah, I mean, it was a solid movie. It was a solid closure to the saga, and yeah, yeah, it was a um, solid closure to the entire Skywalker saga. Even though I saw a picture and it was like the only person who really survives is Rey, and she's a Palpatine, and then she brands herself as a Skywalker. So the only person who really survives after the entire Skywalker saga is a Palpatine. And now Palpatine has the name of Skywalker. Oh, who really won? Galactic Fiber First Bricks. Hey, hey, what is up? I'm just trying to build this 501st Battle Pack from memory. That is what's happening right now. And this is what I have so far for the speeder bike. I'm not even sure if this is right in here. It probably isn't. I'll probably have to go back and change it. I'm going to build the ATRT feet because I think I remember how to do that more than anything else. So I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I hate allergies with such a passion. Okay. Let's see. So this definitely goes here, and then this here. How do you feel about the way Han and Chewie met in Solo? I personally like the way they meet in the books better. uh, yeah, yeah. I think I wish they went more the book route because then we would have got to see more of Kashyyyk, and I love Kashyyyk. And it doesn't have that. It doesn't hold that same sense of Chewie now has like this life debt. I mean, Han didn't really save Chewie in Solo. Like he had an idea that for Chewie to like hit down that pole or whatever, and then they could escape. And it was, I mean, it was cool. It was okay, but I personally would have liked to see what the books had. I understand why they decided to go away from it because the whole Disney is all about trying to start, trying to be new and go away from the books or whatever. Uh, yeah, it was fine. I would have liked to have seen a Wookiee prison breakout though. I think that would have been way cooler to see than that mud scene. But I understand how it sort of worked with the story and how they sort of had to they had that there, and they did show a really cool sort of like trench warfare scene in that. So I mean, I think that's the foot. That's correct. Yeah, there's a couple of things actually that Disney has shown in the movies that I don't really like. That was better in the books. And let me think, because they exist. Just don't. I guess really just the whole story, the whole story in general. Um, there's with the original Skywalker family, and then the Solo family, and then the stories that progress from there with the new Jedi Order. I liked. There's some really good content in there, and we got to see Lando a lot more. I remember this one book. I don't remember what the book was, but Lando, it pretty much just admits that Earth is in the Star Wars universe because Lando comes to visit. He comes to visit Luke on Tatooine, and he gives Luke a drink. Well, he makes a drink, and Luke's like, "Oh, this is really good. What's it called?" And Lando's like, "Ah, he's like, where I got this drink from, they call it hot chocolate." I was like, there you go. Hot chocolate's now in the Star Wars universe, and that means that Lando has officially visited Earth, and that's now that's in there. Um, but now it's not. Honestly, my biggest grievance for Disney taking over Lucasfilm is the fact that Dave Filoni had to stop the Clone Wars, and there were so many arcs that he was planning on doing. He had such big plans, and now we will never. Now we just will never see what brilliance Dave Filoni had for the future arcs. And we know some of the storylines, we know some of the premises, such as one of the arcs would have been the Cad Bane versus Boba Fett arcs, or like the Bounty Hunter arc, which Cad Bane was always like. I mean, Cad Bane is the best bounty hunter in the galaxy, but so is Jango Fett, and Mace Windu killed Jango Fett before Cad Bane got to face him. And so Cad Bane was, always had this attitude like, I guess we'll never know, so I'm gonna fight his son, Boba Fett. We'll see who's the better bounty hunter, me or Boba Fett. There's gonna be a whole arc with them doing that, and there's actually a not fully rendition clip of it on YouTube of them in this dual fashion, and they both shoot. Now, obviously, Boba Fett wins because we see him later. We see him in the original trilogy. So that's not really a spoiler, I don't think. But I mean, he wins. Cad Bane dies. That would have been great closure for Cad Bane's character. There is there's a full arc on YouTube that's half rendition, and it's called The Crystal Crisis on Utapau with Anakin and Obi-Wan. And this arc is actually, if you look at my top 5 favorite Clone Wars arcs, this arc is actually number 3, even though it's not fully renditioned, and it's number 3. And the only reason why it's number 3 is because the dialogue in it is sheer gold. It's just straight up gold between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Their banter is phenomenal. And that's just an arc that I wish was fully renditioned. I wish wish Dave Filoni decided to fully rendition that arc and not make the arc with the Trace, Trace and um, those sisters and Ahsoka. Or I wish that Dave Filoni just went with a full Clone Wars season 7 and did the story with, he kind of like wrapped up Rex's story with Bad Batch. He wrapped up some stuff with Ahsoka, preparing it for Siege of Mandalore. If we did the Crystal Crisis on Utapau arc, he would have wrapped up Anakin's character, prepared him for closure beautifully. That's such an amazing arc. I wish it was. I mean, I'm happy watching it half renditioned on YouTube. It really is still amazing, even though it's not fully renditioned. I can imagine it. I just wish he completed it, and I wish that he did a lot more of the other arcs because there was going to be an 8-episode arc with Quinlan Voss and Asajj Ventress trying to assassinate Count Dooku. I'm just like, I mean, that just makes me curious. I bought the graphic novel Sons of Dathomir. It's in the other room, and it's a great graphic novel. I just wish that it was in animation. I would have loved to have seen Mother Talzin versus and Darth Maul versus Count Dooku, Darth Sidious, and General Grievous. That would have been amazing. I think that there's a little disservice done to us that the last time in the Clone Wars, if you just watch the Clone Wars and not read any of the other extra stuff, that the last time we saw Maul was when Darth Sidious was shooting him with lightning and he captures him. He has other plans for him. And then we see him in Siege of Mandalore, and he's just on Mandalore. And like if you haven't read the graphic novel, you're kind of just left there, like, huh, what happened? So I would have really liked Sons of Dathomir arc, because I think that would have also affirmed, hey, Mother Talzin is like actually dead, even though she's technically died like 3 times. She's actually dead now. But yeah, and I just think it would have been a cool arc to do and to see Mandalorians come to Coruscant, break out Darth Maul from Darth Sidious's, I think it was like secret, that like tower or whatever. All right, I think I'm building this ATRT Walker pretty well, actually. Mother Talzin's the worst. Yeah, witches are witches, man. Just like what was it that the episode where Dooku has to try to kill Asajj Ventress because Darth Sidious is like, she's growing too powerful, and then she gets picked up by those people salvaging after the battle. It was like, why would you? It's like, why would a girl like you want to go to some place like Dathomir? And then she force chokes them. I mean, yeah. Why would anyone want to go to Dathomir? There's just, what do they say? There's just witches and fog or something like that. Yeah, those are some. That was around the time where Clone Wars started to go dark, in my opinion. That was just, it was like you started realizing, oh, this isn't a kid show. Actually, I was telling this to my friend Ben. Um, I'm really happy I was born when I was born because the Clone Wars was, when I was a kid, it was very kids like. The Clone Wars movie for kids. Especially with the droid humor. Season 1 of the Clone Wars for kids. Then even at the end of season 1, where like they were using the Ryloth people as like human shields. I mean, as a kid, that didn't like process, but like they were that was shown. That was pretty dark. And as we matured into like teenagers and young adults. So did the Clone Wars, and I really like that I got to mature with the Clone Wars series. Like it matured with me, and so I never found it too childish or too mature or whatever or inappropriate because it was always it was always where I was mature and I matured with it. I'm just really happy that I lived in the time where Clone Wars was on TV. I remember when it was on Cartoon Network. It wasn't Disney, it was Cartoon Network. She kidnapped Jar Jar's girlfriend. Oh my gosh. That I love Dave Filoni and everything he does. I know he does for a reason, but that Jar Jar arc, I don't see the reason for that arc whatsoever. Um, yeah, whew, that arc is I never saw the point of it. I still don't see the point of it. I don't really know what was accomplished during it. Apparently enough for it to have been an arc, uh, because it was important enough to have it to be there. No, you got Mace Windu. Some stuff came out of it. It's just the only really the only arcs that I really like to have Jar Jar in them is like the first one where we like are introduced to Hondo Naka because he's Hondo Naka, so he's amazing. But that's really it. Oh gosh, okay, I'm missing a piece because this should be okay. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna look at my walker and try to figure this out. Oh, okay. Forgot about that. Yes, this all makes sense now. But I think I remember it from here. So yeah, I'm gonna go opposite direction. All right, and then the clip goes. Oh yes, I remember this. Yeah, Clone Wars just kept on getting darker and darker and darker, and it was so gradual too. Like you don't really realize it, and then you get to the point where you're like, oh, like this happened. Oh gosh, now I have to. Oh, the slaves arc. That arc is so mature. Um, the slaves of Kadavo, like holy crap, there is some stuff in there that really makes you think. That's just like, oh yeah, like this happens in the world. Like slavery still exists. What am I like? Uh, the clothes that I'm wearing, the food that I eat, some of it is actually like run by legit sweatshops. It's like, holy crap. And you kind of just get that unfortunate realization when you know, sometimes when you watch those, when you watch the Clone Wars arcs, because it's put in perspective into something that you can see. But now it talks about like, okay, now let's apply this to the real world and see where that leaves you. And now you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, this is an actual problem. Like this is no longer just something I see in TV. I think this goes right on top. Okay, and yes, okay. I remember this much. And oh, forgot something. Oh, wait, yes. Right, right. Oh yeah, I hate all the political arcs. So yeah, I used to hate all the political arcs. But I recently rewatched the Clone Wars, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the political arcs have actually really grown on me. The one where it's Pursuit of Peace, the one where Ahsoka and Padme go to visit uh, what's her name, Mina Bonteri, and same Lux Voluntary, and I don't know. It kind of just gets a little bit. It gets real. It gets real in those episodes, and there's some political arts where it's like, are you kidding me? Well, like the point where like they're beating people up to prevent them from voting for more clones. Like, I mean, like that's stuff that actually happens. Like especially when it comes to like cases where people are speaking out against someone important or rich. Um, like people have to protect them, and then like that's when you get beat up, you get like death threats. I don't know, that particular political arc resonated with me for some reason, and I really really liked that particular political arc. For me, that was a really cool that was really cool. And there's a couple other political arcs that I don't mind. They're definitely, I mean, none of them are in my top 10. Um, Pursuit of Peace is probably the highest one. It might get in my top 15 arcs of the Clone Wars. It's like a 2 episode arc. That's probably the closest any political arc is going to get in my lineup. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate that arc, and I I no longer remember. I no longer remember what I'm doing. I'm kind of cheating a little bit. I'm not using the instruction booklet, but I am looking at the ATRT Walker now. Right. How do you... I'm more of a person who will skip through the battles in the movies or episodes. Yes, I love that YouTube exists because usually, I mean, yeah, I totally get that. Sometimes I'll just be in a battle mood, like I want to watch a good, solid battle, and that's it. I just like I'm here to watch a battle, and then what is? Oh, I see. And then I'll watch a battle. Go to Clone Wars battle arc. I would choose Darkness on Umbara if I wanted to. If I was in a more of that mood, that is the arc I would choose. I would do that. But like from a standpoint now, sometimes I watch Clone Wars and I kind of just see, this seems like it was very much for the adults. And I just get reminded how much the Clone Wars is such a diverse show. Wait a minute. So this, you're telling me this goes here, this goes. Interesting. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, come on, chat. Let's get going. Also, yep, no, that was wrong. That was wrong. I'm looking at the darn thing, and looking at the darn walker, and it's I'm still messing up. You know what, Brick Pigeon, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you filling up the chat and talking about stuff. Fortunately, Kieran left. He had an early morning, I think, is what he said. So he he unfortunately had to leave uh, with his 15 Lego sets in his suitcase from Mexico, which I just think is absolutely insane, but also 100% amazing and so great at the same time. No regrets. I think that's right. Oh, yep.
I'm missing a piece. I'm missing a piece. 15. Even if I'm using this walker as a reference, I'm still, I don't know, I feel like not using the instruction booklet is good. Actually, you know what? Next Lego set, I'm gonna do a live video and I'm only gonna look at the box art. I'm just gonna look at the box art. I'm not even gonna look at the instruction booklet, and I'm gonna see if I can build it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can build sets like that. If I buy multiple, I'll try another one from memory, and I hope that it goes better than how this one's going right now, because this one lasted that lasted for a hot like several minutes, and that was it. I think Padme's and Bale's point of view from the war is stupid. Like they couldn't change it because of Palpatine. His plan was the war, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know if I'd say stupid. I would say they were fighting. I mean, they were fighting a Sith, and if you're fighting a Sith, you're not gonna, you're not gonna win. But I do remember at the end of the Pursuit of Peace arc, where where Padme gives the very long speech, and Bale was supposed to give the speech, but he was attacked, and so they give this very long. Padme gives this very heartfelt speech about her servant, and then people don't vote for more clones, and then Palpatine's in his office at the end of the episode. It was just like the most eerie feeling. He's like, "Isn't it remarkable how one can have all the power in the universe, but the words of a single senator can change the minds of millions?" And I thought that was just one of the most powerful lines the Clone Wars ever had. That was just a powerful scene, some powerful dialogue. Man, I miss Ian Abercrombie as the voice of Palpatine. When what's his name? It's not Mark. Is it Martin? No, it's not Martin. When the new guy who voices Palpatine now, Tim Curry. That's his name, Curry. I know Curry's in there. He's voicing, and he started voicing Palpatine after Ian Abercrombie died. That was just. The voice was just never the same. Aha! I did miss something, and the thing that I missed was this thing, so that I could actually attach this down here, make it sturdier. There. All right. Now instructions. ATRT Walker. Let's continue with the bark. I still have a couple memories on how to do the bark scooter, so I don't think I need these to look at it for reference yet. Oh yeah, spooky. Anakin just panicking. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna be completely honest right now. I was afraid that my first live stream just be, oh crap, this has a bottom. I don't remember how that goes. Oh wait, maybe I do. If I'm being honest, I thought that my first live stream would have been a huge, just like maybe like one person to watch. But like, hey, I got to like 6 people watching this live stream. So to me, that's a win. That is a win in my book. And I'm sure if I were to say when the live stream was happening, and probably choose a better time of day There might have been more people. So I'm impressed with six. I'm impressed with six people being the peak. And I've had fun talking with you all. Thanks. Clovis really wanted pet. Oh, all right. Let's just talk about the arcs where Clovis are in. The very first one, yeah. That was more like subtle, but like the second one in the Lost Missions, that's that's another really good arc. It's not in my top 10, but it's a solid arc. And yeah, he was definitely definitely making moves on Padme, and she did not give consent. She was not looking like she was giving consent at all. Actually, wait, no, now that I think about it, she was talking to Anakin, and I was like, you almost kissed her. No, you almost kissed him. And she's like, I know. And I regret that that happened. And I was like, oh, so she does like him. But the only reason why she wasn't because she didn't like him. It was because like she's married to Anakin. Also, can we just talk about the fact that Anakin and Padme kind of, they had a sort of like a breakup. They had a breakup in the Clone Wars. Like that happened. Like, whew. Oh, I was supposed to do this before I. All right, it's coming back to me. I can just do it now. It's not awful that I forgot this Technic piece that connects. Uh, oh, I can do the back guns. I can do that. No problem. I remember how to do that. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I have to switch this around. Wait, no, this I do. This I do right. Yeah, where's this? There we are. This goes on like that. This goes on like this. Okay. Actually, hey, I might finish the speeder bike with completely from memory. And if I do, I'll be very happy. Except the fact now I can't put this dumb. There we go. I remember the original speeders that we get in battle packs, like the Snow Trooper battle pack, and how absolutely cringy that speeder is compared to like an actual nice brick built speeder. Like it was so dinky. Sure, it might have been a little bit more minifig accurate, but it's just this speeder. The speeders now are just so much better. Ben Cooper. Oh, Ben Cooper. Doing good. Thank you, man. When I first glanced at that, I thought it was Brick Pigeon, but thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Me, we are. Okay. Okay. I think the back is right. I don't think I'm gonna have to go back and fix it. It looks right. Have to see what spare pieces are left and see. Oh my goodness gracious. The only thing that I'm really afraid about is the front because I really don't remember. I don't remember how the front goes. I might have to cheat when it comes to the front. I might have to just. These are spare pieces from the Walker, so I can toss them in here. These are going to be spare pieces. These are also going to be spare pieces. What else? This is a spare piece. This is a spare piece. Spare piece. Spare piece. Another spare piece. Spare piece. Just trying to lower my options here. Spare piece. Okay. this is what I have left to work with. I do remember that this little thing is built by itself, and wait a minute. Is it built like this underneath? Yes, it's built underneath like that. It goes through this thing. This hangs over the edge. Nope, nope. Oh, God. There's definitely. Oh, crap. How does this go? Shoot. This goes on top. I literally have two pieces left. I don't know where it can go. And I know that like these, like this is gonna go here, and this gun is gonna go here. Like I know that. I know it's gonna go underneath this. I know this is gonna go on top of this. But the only question I have, I don't remember. This is so frustrating because this would have been completely from memory. If this piece or this piece, like, does it go on top? Does it go? I can't even figure it out without taking this off. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna have to look. Or I could just, okay, I'm gonna guess. If I guess correctly, I'm counting it as I built the entire thing from memory. I am going to guess this. And let's see what the actual build is. Please, oh, please be right, because then this entire speeder bike would have been built from memory. I would be so happy. Okay, so that's right. I was right. I guessed correctly. Oh, look at me go, knowing Lego so well. All right. Yes. That means that goes like this. Then this goes like this. And boom! 501st Battle Pack Speeder Bike built from memory. I'm going to remember this specific speeder bike was built from memory. I placed in the trooper with the long DC rifle on it. Wow, it is actually not that light here as I thought it was. So really happy about that. He's gonna go back here. Dude, you are driving. You are part of the the handlebars are backwards, but it is fine. It's perfectly fine because I would have figured it out anyway. So I'm still counting this as completely built from memory. See, I will have caught it. See, I'm catching it right now because I'm putting a minifigure on it. Still a win in my book. Okay, and this handlebar goes underneath, and yeah, that's right. That's finished, and now let's put one of these DC rifle guys here in the driver's seat of this ATRT Walker, and then let's put these guys with the rest of the let's see, my clones over yonder. Oh, this is so beautiful. Sweet victory. I love democracy. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to put this guy on this walker. And right, we're going to set him on there and I'm going to turn the laptop camera so that you can all see the little Lego setup I've got going. So turn this over there, and let's see if I can bring you all closer and not trip up my Ethernet cable, because my apartment is crap and it doesn't have Wi-Fi and to get internet, so I'm just using the Ethernet cable from the wall. That is how we are surviving. I'm gonna put the rest of my fiberglass towel packs up here on the couch. There we go. That's a sight to see. All right. Let's move closer. All right, so AAT, I actually am thinking about getting another AAT. Also, if you haven't checked it out, the second Found First Battle Pack that I built, I made a custom mock Bark Speeder with sidecar. I can't remember. I think it's episode like 65 or something like that. But if that video gets 50 likes, I'll show you all how to build this out of just the pieces of the ATRT walker. And in my opinion, I think this is a pretty good Bark Speeder mock sidecar. So check that out. Anyway, we have to figure out how to fit all of these figures on here in a cool way. So. Yeah, there are 5 Bark Speeders. And it's definitely going to look crammed no matter what. So I might, but this guy's, sorry, just up here. I'm going to have to move this AT walker a little bit more that way. This guy here, the speeder that was built from memory, that will go down to history. Now they're just all going to come in from everywhere. Or I can fit one right here. Yeah, there we are. Get them spread out like that. And run over the rest of the minifigures. Let's get these droids surrounded. So these B1 battle droids, these B1 battle droids, they bring me back. These guys bring me back to playing. I remember whenever me and my friend Walt would do a Clone Wars battle with Lego. I mean, obviously you're going to have more Clone Republic stuff than Separatist stuff. He came up with some very innovative ways to get the upper hand, though. Like, he'd hide my commando droids throughout my room, and like he would just sniper off my clones. He said if I wanted to kill his commando droids, I had to find them. That was one classic way that he would make the best out of a small situation. He was always really good at that. Just making the best out of a little. Yeah, we just got all these droids sort of coming at Ahsoka, even though she's gonna completely wreck them all. All right, where else can I have a jetpack trooper look like he's flying? I guess I could put another one on one of these ATRT walkers. There we are. One is on the tank, one is over there. They're somewhere on the AT-AT. Oh, part of it. I can just sort of do this. There we go. There, that looks good. We're gonna have a couple clones with just regular blasters amidst here. This guy right next to him. Place it with this guy. Got that 332nd Trooper on top of that tank. Liking that a lot. All right, there we are. That is the official setup, and my camera on my laptop isn't the best, but I think it will have to do. That is the official setup that I got going on right there. Whew. All right, everyone. I think it's probably time for me to head off and get some rest because I've got a really early, really busy day tomorrow. I just found out today that I'm supposed to lead the Philharmonia Orchestra tomorrow potentially because their conductor might not be there. So I've got I got some music that I should study. I'm going to do that well. And there goes all of the spare pieces into the pick-a-brick cup, which I'm just keeping all of the spare pieces in. There we are. Oh. Righto. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. I guess, you've all been commenting plenty in the chat, so thank you for that. And I've seen that you've liked my video, and that's great. And you all have subscribed because I'm at 100 subs, and that I think is just awesome. So once again, another huge thanks to all of you guys. I think that's amazing. That I got to 100 subs this quickly, and I couldn't have done it without you all and your support. So thank you. Yeah, I think that's amazing. Still mind blowing. At this point. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay. I'm gonna head out. So once again, thank you all. This is Sori Studios. I'll see you all in the next video, and then let's get to 200 subs as the next goal. 200 subs. All right. See you all later.